attitude. Now, we feel very fortunate to have here today a woman who is internationally known as a stage, screen, and television actress. She's also a businesswoman and runs a very successful wig company. But did you know she has a green thumb? This proves that she really was acting all those years on Green Acres. So please, with us, welcome Miss Eva Gabor.
You know something? You two are so cute. You don't really even need a guest. You are... Don't do that to me. That's after.
30 calories.
30 calories.
You're kidding. I listened.
You're so tiny, too. You are so...
I'm sorry. I never grew up, too, Liz.
Do you diet? Do you diet?
No, darling, I don't.
You never do.
I never diet, but you know what... You stop
I
it.
know, I hate
But
her.
you know what I'm doing? I watch it. I eat like, you know, once in a while I go mad and I eat a whole box of chocolate, like we all do.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I'm trying to eat right, which is a bore.
It is a bore.
But, you know, I learned that if you have just, like, I never know which is the right thing. When you eat meat, you don't eat potatoes, but you call that. You don't mix up the
You don't mix it up somehow.
Yeah, which is a bore. But I have fruits in the morning, and I have for lunch spaghetti that big, and bread and butter, which is perfect. And for dinner, I have chicken and salad and stuff like that there.
You eat good, then.
I eat very good. I'm a Hungarian. What do you say?
What could it be? You're right. You're right.
I don't believe in keeping anything away from you what makes you happy.
Uh-huh.
But I got to tell you one thing. I really have to put this in. I have done so many shows, I hate to even think how many. But you two have a chemistry between you.
Oh, I see that.
But let me finish. I'm
sorry.
confident. Hungarian. What you get when you're with women. I tell you something. You have a chemistry between you two that if you are not a smash, I don't know who will be.
God bless. Thanks.
Honest. You hear that, producers? That is the truth. I don't know which one of you is Eddie Albert and which one of you is me, but you
which one of us is that little pig you used to have on the phone?
That little pig won all the awards.
Oh, no.
I got that microphone right.
I do, too. I have a gross in my back
I have to
pocket,
ask
too.
you about something.
What?
So
What's the heck
attractive.
out of
You
me?
said that you like to have things around that makes you happy. Men obviously make you happy.
Well,
You've been
it
married a couple
depends
times.
what kind.
Yeah, really.
So what kind of
Listen,
men
if
do you
you're
like?
having girls talk, I can tell you, most of them are a pain in the neck. As we are on the air, that's all we're going to say.
That's it. Yeah.
Because I'm a schmaltzy Hungarian, and I fall madly in love. And if I may tell the ladies out front, don't ever, ever show a man that you are madly in love. Because he has no conquest. You know, he's got you, and so what? So if I ever fall in love, which I hope not, I am going to learn to be a terrible woman.
It'll never happen, and you know it.
I bought a
You'll
book.
never do it.
I bought a book for $19.50.
You wasted your money.
Hard to be horrible to men.
Wait a minute. You have never been in love? You said you
I have
never
been in love all my life.
All her life.
It's the first time in my life that I'm not in love. It's a lovely feeling.
It'll
I
end
mean,
soon.
it's
It'll
delicious.
end soon, believe
Don't
me.
tell me. It's been 3 years and it's lovely. But we can't live with them and we can't live without them. And
know.
you know, can I be serious about
Yes,
something?
please.
Because this is important and I do lecture. All my life I said, I'm an artist, I'm an actress, I earn a lot of money, but I can't be bothered with business. But this is the biggest mistake I've made in my whole life.
Yeah.
You must learn everything. You must know when you earn your money, what happens to it, how to invest it. Today, I read the Wall Street Journal. I talk to my accountant, my broker, my secretary. I work like a dog, but boy, oh boy, do I know what happens to that hard-earned money.
Yeah.
And it makes me feel really very good.
You're free.
Not
Once
only
you
am I
have that.
free, I realize that unless you're round out human beings, unless you stand on your two own feet, that guy is not going to respect you anyway.
Yeah.
And you know what? can I be still serious?
Yes.
Sure, of course.
If you work as you and I do, and we come home, like I get up at 4:30 in the morning, I go to the studio, I come home at 9, as we all know. I can hardly make the steps. I'm happy I collapse. Now then you got a husband. He has a little secretary who's 23 or 24, who doesn't do anything else but do little typewriting and little something. And all day she's adorable. So then, naturally, he's going to have an affair. Then the lady like me says, who needs you? Right?
Right.
So, we have to be very careful who we marry.
So what do you do?
What do I do? Right now what I do, what the heck am I doing? I have lots of smashing days. I let them shower me with presents.
Do you? How do you get that?
Easily.
I have never really done that.
I
where I've
never done
gotten
it when
gifts
I was married.
from a man.
You would not believe the presents I get.
How do you get them? What do you do? What are you doing? Did you?
I don't do anything, that's how I get them.
Really? Now,
Honest to goodness.
You're just sweet and nice.
I am adorable, I am amusing.
nice.
No, I don't
No?
say honest. I am amusing and lovely, and I say good night.
Yeah.
Because I feel like saying good night,
Yeah.
you know?
Well, when you first came to America, I read you only came with $300.
But that's why America is so great. And I worked my head off, and
What did you
nobody...
do?
I was an actress.
But how did you build up and turn that around? And
How
where'd
I
you find the
worked
strength for
20
that?
hours a day. I worked, when I made my debut on Broadway, I had a television live show like you kids.
Right.
Except I was on the air live.
Oh, God.
From 8 to 8:15. I had a little Ford, and the tub broke down, and I couldn't afford to have it done. So when it rained, I drove with an umbrella. And I did wonder why they always look at me. And I made my entrance on stage at 8:45. And then I had a 2-hour radio show after that. So I worked like mad. And I earned it.
You know, I've always wanted to meet a Gabor. I finally have, and you are adorable. We're going to be back in just a minute with more with Eva. Thank you. You're terrific. We'll be back. We're going to see some of her wigs. Look at me. Welcome back to... Welcome back to Attitudes. We're here with Eva Gabor.
Listen, you two cookie characters. I have the... That's what they are. Absolutely cookie.
Not me. I'm straight as they can be. Look at this. Look
You
at
look
me.
like John
Listen.
Collins' Twisted Half.
John Collins should look as beautiful as you do.
Thank you.
Listen,
I like that
darling.
curl
Well,
done, yeah.
you have to have it done here.
Yes.
You know, darling, I got into the wig business 15 years ago because I like to live very well, and as you all know, you can't be an actress only.
Yes,
'cause
smart.
don't take it off, you look gorgeous.
Oh, I was going to put on another
But she
one.
said to me, take that off very quickly.
Let me see. No, but if you don't make a crazy face, you look
Eva,
pretty.
can I put this on?
You go, no, that's not
I'm
a
not
wig,
gonna-
that's
Now, wait a
a
second. These wigs, some of them are styled after stars, aren't they?
Well, all of them are. When Princess Di became the princess, we had her. When Nancy Reagan became Nancy
You're
Reagan.
Nancy Reagan.
What is the most popular wig that you sell?
Well, now there is a big one, touch and go, but usually, excuse me. Darling, put this on.
Can I take mine off and try another
Yeah,
one
try
on?
another one.
okay.
But usually, the Eva wig, I don't want to sound conceited,
Is
has
the
been a very good seller.
Okay, so Eva,
You do realize you have the most expensive hairdresser in the world?
Yes.
Now,
I'm well aware of that.
Darling,
I'm very
put
grateful.
your hand here when I
Try
put
not
that
to.
down.
Grateful.
My head here. Stop fighting.
Wait, I have to ask Eva.
You know
Look at me as a blonde.
now I look, oh my God.
Oh, my God. It's Eve Arden. I look like Eve Arden. Don't I?
Oh my God.
You're not good in this.
I look terrible in wigs.
You know what? I don't like you as a blonde.
I don't like me as a blonde.
So I
Take
have
it
to
up.
ask you something, Eva.
Go
when you
ahead.
meet a big wig, do you think of that person as a big wig? I mean, do you see
Darling.
people as wigs?
Look, first of all, you're talking about your head that is big because
Yes.
I have the smallest. Mine, they have to sort of tuck in. These are stretch wigs, except
Yeah,
they're
these
so
are
cookie
fabulous.
that you didn't look. You can
Oh, they're
just
fabulous.
open this.
If it fits on my head.
But that's
And it fits
a
on
fold.
anything.
That's a fold.
This is-
That's not bad.
So Eva, you didn't tell me. When you see somebody...
I have to tell you something. These two beauties, instead of making business for my wig company...
I'm ruining your wig business.
You're ruining my business.
In one fell swoop, you're going to be bankrupt.
Don't you dare. I'm number one in the world.
You are,
I hear that the wig business is more popular than ever before. The
Right.
wig sales are up.
Can I tell you why?
Why?
Because the beauty parlors cost an arm and a leg, and because ladies who work and don't have a hairdresser standing by like we all do,
Yes.
puts on a wig, that's a piece.
I know.
Don't put that
You know,
on.
I used to
You
own
look
a-
like a crazy lady. She's doing it to me.
Now, so when you meet somebody famous, do you think of them in terms of their hair?
Well, I have the world's largest designer, who is the best in the world. He does it. With all the shows I do, I can't look at everybody's head and say a wig would look good on you.
But have you ever walked up to somebody and thought, oh, put a wig on, darling?
Well, if you want to
Take a wig off, darling.
Yeah.
No,
I'm putting my
come here,
favorite one
darling,
back
but
on.
you ruined
Yeah.
it. Now, you had it done better before. I don't know.
Yeah.
Come
I made it cockeyed, didn't I?
You did, but then what
Yeah.
can one do with you? You're peculiar.
Eva, do you ever wear wigs?
I live in wigs. I
You do? You
have
don't have a wig on.
I have a hairpiece on.
You
Right
don't?
now. Aren't you interested? Now your eyes open.
yeah.
Listen, let me tell
You
you.
would never? No.
But you're not supposed to. Are you telling a man if you have false eyelashes? Or remember when you used to use falsies?
Yeah.
Did you go out and say, that ain't mine? I never even wear a bra. I don't need it.
me either.
I don't like
Bye,
a
I'm
bra.
out of here.
So anyway, where were we now?
I don't know.
Serious
We're talking about
discussion.
bras or something. How
No,
about
we started, I don't know how we got to bras so big.
Very odd. Now, wait a second.
But I do like that on you, darling.
God.
You haven't been here yet.
I'm always shopping. You have to understand. I'm liking this.
How do you keep yourself looking so good?
Well, do I?
Oh,
Yes,
you
you
look
look
like $1,000,000
fabulous.
bucks. You know that.
Well, God knows I try.
I know. Well, there you
Well,
are.
what do? I hate exercising. Do you exercise?
Thank
No,
you, never.
thank you.
Oh,
Never.
I hate it, but once in a while I do. I'm a good tennis player, and I have a court, and I play a mean game of tennis.
Do you?
I swim.
You're feisty.
Oh, boy, am I feisty.
Yeah.
I was in a tennis tournament with against Clint Eastwood, not to mention names, and Merv Griffin was my best friend in the world, and I had a pro with me, and they're all great champs, and it was for hospice, for which I'm the chairwoman, and it was a celebrity tournament. And Clint, who's a divine, lovely gentleman, would never serve to me full speed because I can't even see the thing.
Yeah.
But he forgot that I'm on the other side, and my racket happened to be out there, and he walked away. And the ball went back and hit him smack in the back, and it brought the house down.
I bet.
I was
You
a
were
smashing
God.
success.
Right. You
But
were
I
stuck.
do that. Then I don't drink, and I certainly don't smoke, because I'm the chairwoman for I Quit for Cancer Society.
I quit a year ago. Yeah.
But it's high time before you kill yourself.
Before I kill myself.
You know,
You're
it's
right.
you
My
know
mother
how-
will be thrilled that you're saying
Not
that.
only you'll be thrilled, because
Yeah.
you know I stopped many women smoking
How?
cigarettes. Not saying that's going to kill you, because we don't give a damn about that. But the wrinkles.
I knew you were going to
I
say that.
wrote them letters.
Yes.
I said, darling, you want to get wrinkles before you need to get them. Thousands of them stop smoking. Aren't we silly?
Yeah.
Because if we are dead, it really doesn't matter if we
We
have
have wrinkles, yeah.
But we are so darn vain. Well, anyway, but the reason I went into the wig company was because I used to do a lot of movies in costumes. They used to put these heavy, heavy wigs on, and I used to perspire. Forever they had to cut and mop me up before we shoot. So these people approached me about wigs, and I said, if we can make them that they only weigh an ounce and a half or something like that,
I'll do
then
it.
I go in it. And that was 16 years ago.
How do you
And
like
these are
being a
very
businesswoman?
light.
It's
I'm the
fun.
chairman of the board. It's heaven. It's wonder. You see, I think life, as I told you before, you cannot just do one thing.
must
You
do
have
it
to do all. Now I'm in you. Now I'm producing.
What are you producing?
What do you think?
I'm afraid to ask.
Television.
Television shows. And I'm also thinking of writing a book, not about
You
myself.
should.
You already wrote one book.
It was so bad.
Orchids and Salami
It
was a bad book.
I tell you, I was in my teens. What did I know
You know what
about
I like
life?
best about you?
What?
You're so bloody honest.
I am.
You are. That's a wonderful.
Do you know why her
You know, we
last
have
book
to say
was called...
goodbye
Oh,
to
we
her.
do?
Yes, you have to stop talking.
Ava.
Oh, believe
Say
me,
goodbye.
I wish you all the luck,
Thank you so
darling.
much.
You're a
Please
good
come
sport.
back.
We
It's
really
been
appreciate
lovely.
it. You will come back.
I come anytime I'm
Great.
in New
Oh,
York.
terrific.
We'll be back.